Howdy folks, it's Tyrol here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're in the dead center, halfway done with the Austria, Tylenol, high mountains bush trip. And instead of doing one leg per video like we normally do, because we have some short legs, we're just going to do the rest of this in this video. I'm going to try to keep the video to under an hour edited down, but sometimes it gets a little bit longer than that, but that's okay. So legs 4 through 8. In this trip. I assume you've watched the first video on this trip where we did legs 1 through 3. If not, watch that. Well, if you're just looking for something in particular on this trip, welcome. And that's all you get for an introduction. Let's get going. Alright, first thing you do is come down here and do repair and refuel. And because I stopped the sim before I started this video, we no longer have the GPS on our map like we did for the first couple legs, which is fine. We do this different ways. We do it with the GPS when we have it. Without the GPS, using heading bug, we hand fly if we need to, whatever it takes. This, however, is very strange. What happens here is you're supposed to go down in here and then come back out, I think. But I don't know how we're going to do that because of that height. We might have to aim very carefully. So this first part of the leg might be hand flown, completely hand flown. We'll have to see. I'm looking for some kind of lights down here because it looks pretty dark compared to usual. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. First set of flaps. Let's make sure reversers work. They are working this time. Good. Good. We had a problem in the previous video where the reversers weren't working right. My binding was all screwed up. But we have moved beyond that. Alrighty, let's see. What do we need to do here? We need to read about where we're going. We're going to Großglockner, lift off from Zell MC, gain altitude, and set a south-southwesterly heading to get to Großglockner, the highest mountain in Austria, at 12,461 feet. And then after the summit, we make a sharp turn to the northwest, and you'll be over the wonderful mountain of Innsbruck. And then we'll head due north, and we'll get to the popular winter sports town of Hochhausen. And then turn northwest and land at the airport. So I read all about this now because it's going to go so quickly. So we've got high mountain, another high mountain, sports town, and then our airport. So what we're interested in are the headings and the time. So we're going to start at 193, about 4.5 minutes, but it's going to take us way longer than that because we have to climb for this mountain. So let's go like that, please. There we go. What did it say? 193. We're headed to Lima, Oscar, Indigo, Juliet, by the way. 193. Okay. So, that's pretty much... Let's zoom out here. Pretty much south-ish. We're probably basically through this valley, right? And then it says to go 330, which is back up here. And then it says to go 356 and 29. So basically, we're going to come down here, go over this water, find the easiest path and come out of that water, and then we're looking for LOIJ, which is not going to be on our map until we zoom in later. So that's what we're going to do. Follow the time as best as we can, follow the heading as best as we can, and fly. So first of all, we have to see where we are. We have to turn around because we're 3/4 of the way down the runway for some reason. Actually, so we're going to head through that valley there, I'm pretty sure of it. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous for this. Silly that I feel that way, because it's mainly because I'm wondering how we're going to fit all this into one video. But I want to. So we're just going to do this, edit it down, and then enjoy this trip and get it out in 2 videos, the previous one and this one. And then after that, we have one more bush trip. We're all caught up until they add more in future world updates. And there's a world update coming soon. By the time you watch this, it might be out already, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, let's turn around. We're going to need most of the runway here. And then we will turn around again in the air while we gain altitude, because there's a high peak rate. I mean, we can see it right in the middle of your screen. There it was. But we're going to fly around it. We could just go straight. Like, for example, we could just... Our airport's like right over here that we're going to. So we could just go straight to our airport. But that's not fun, right? We're gonna go into these mountains here. And then we have another small mountain range in a couple of trips from now. But anyway, we will start the timer once we turn around. But for right now, we're not going to quite use the timer. We do know we're going just based on the heading and knowing how far we can get in a certain distance. That's how we know. But anyway, airspeed is finally alive. And I hope we have enough runway for this. Only taking off with one set of flaps will be good. Will be good. And up we go. And what a crosswind. I took off with the tailwind, of course. Brakes to stop the wheels. And gears fixed. Bring in flaps. That'll make us nose down a little bit, gain some speed. I did not set up autopilot because I don't plan on using autopilot on this leg at all, which means you're going to get a lot of me chatting, because when I'm inside flying, I talk about what I'm doing. I cannot use the drone as I hand fly because my drone controls are on my yoke. Let's get a tender chart going. Here we go. And step on that dash under the triangle. Maybe we have to step on our pedals. There we go. See how much better we turned once we coordinated it. Alrighty, so we're going to go out this way, get some altitude, hand fly this whole thing. But anyway, my drone controls are on my yoke, so I can't use my drone for sightseeing unless my airplane is trimmed perfectly and there's no updrafts or downdrafts and all that stuff. Well, let's use autopilot, which I can't use right now, which I could use, but I don't think it'll get us. It'd be too difficult to keep chained autopilot. We can just hand fly. So there you go. You get a chatty turtle for this leg. There goes Zell C. Now, of course, we can use outside view, but then you get the HUD, which you cannot turn off in bush trips. You can turn off in free flight, but you can't turn it off in bush trips. But I mean, it works, right? You can look around and stuff. But I'm not a huge fan of that. Alright, up we go. Looks like it's going to be pretty easy, actually, to cover that terrain, because look over there. We don't have to really climb that much higher. Let's start the timer now that we're in here. I just don't want to start it too soon because of 4 minutes or whatever. It would have taken us way longer if we started the timer sooner. So yeah, we're just gonna go through here, check out these lakes, get as much altitude as we can, and then head north. Of course, this leg is gonna take us way longer than the 14 minutes it says. That's an interesting road. I bet that's scary as all get out. And to live higher than the airplanes? Crazy. Alright, we are climbing at 1150 feet per minute, which is good. I'm not sure what the best climb rate is based on speed. I could have looked it up, but I didn't think about that because we haven't had to do anything like this where we climb steeply in a long time, so whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Gorgeous scenery. Of course, those mountains are much farther away than it looks. Looks like we're about to hit them, but we're not. We're not. Right, there's the highest mountain peak, just about to go through the frame there. The center frame of the windshield. So we're just gonna work our way around here. We're getting kind of slow. I don't think I need to bring back mixture, do I? Not quite yet. What happens when I do? Nope. Mixture can stay forward for now. Oh, that totally screwed up my... What? Wait. How come... You see our mixture? Look at... Everything... We lost everything. We lost everything. It's gonna make us crash. What happened? Where's our starter? My active paused. Is it starting back up? That was weird. I went to test the mixture. And... Why won't anything work? I went to test the mixture, you know, to make it a little more lean, and everything turned off. Okay, now it's coming back up. Our ITT's coming up. What's the problem? Okay, there we go. What the heck is that? Okay, that was really strange. You know, you have to make it lean when it gets so... I mean, you all know that, right? When it gets to a certain altitude, you need to lean your mixture. And now we're getting... Why are we not getting any speed? Come on. Anyway, you have to lean your mixture, right? When you get to a certain altitude, or you don't get in any power. So I was leaning my mixture ever so slightly, and it wouldn't... Did it again. Did it again. I have to lean my mixture. It's going to crash us now. Active pause. Come on. What in the world? I have to lean my mixture to get this altitude, right? Okay, now it's coming back. Let's let her speed gain up in active pause. See how the engines keep going. Let's let her speed build up. Anyway, when you get above, 5,000 feet for smaller aircraft, a little higher in the sim for our aircraft like this, you have to lean your mixture in order to get the power you need to climb. And I'm not able to climb very well. So I was trying to lean my mixture and it just turned off the engine both times. I mean, now we're back to climbing, 1150, okay. But we got to climb pretty steeply to make this turn around here. This is what we're doing. We're trying to see on the map. This is where we wanted to go. This is really strange. If we don't make it and it crashes, we're just going to cut across. I mean, we're still climbing at 1250. That's fine, but we're getting kind of slow. I don't want to really be that slow because we're getting kind of slow here. But we'll try to make it. Okay, so if I fly this airplane in the future, never ever lean your mixture. Because it won't work. It turns engine off. What the heck? I'll have to see if it does that in another aircraft. That's weird. Anyway, we're going to try to make this. If we can make it over this bump, we're good. So we're getting kind of slow. I don't like how slow we're getting. But we're still climbing. Climbing pretty fast too, which is great. But it might not be enough. What the heck? Oh man, are we going to make that? I think we'll make it. It's going to be close. How close do you think we are? 100 feet? Oh, 500. 500 feet. Okay, there we go. We made it. Let's get some speed going again here. Lose some altitude. That was weird. That was weird. I wasn't able to get the power I needed. So I was going to lean my mixer and it killed our engines. Twice. How strange was that? Oh well, whatever. Whatever. I mean, it's working now. We were able to maintain 1,100 foot climb, where before it wouldn't climb at all before. So something was wrong. Gorgeous mountains. Gorgeous mountains. All right, let's quickly do what we need to do next. Let's restart the timer. And what's it say to do? It says to go 330 degrees for 2 minutes. 330 degrees for 2 minutes. Which we're basically doing right now, so let's just hit that. Come on this way, please. 330 degrees for 2 minutes, close enough, 329, whatever. Then after that, it's 356. And then do that for 5 minutes. So let's just go like this for a couple minutes here. See, now it's great. Look at that. Look, 9,000 feet. We can climb if we need to. So I don't know why. Whatever. I'm going to repeat myself, but I mean, it wasn't climbing at all. It was like 200 feet per minute, and we're slowing down to like 70 knots. And then I restarted the first time, didn't do very well. Restarted it the second time, and then bam, we were able to climb. So I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened, but we're good now. In fact, we're way higher than we need to be because I don't want to get too high because I want to see. Oh, wait a second. Let's think about this. We're going to turn to 356 for 5 minutes, which is to the right. And then we're going to Go 290 for 2 minutes. So that's going to put us over that range. So actually we do want to keep our altitude, don't we? Because it's telling us to go over that range, right? Or is it telling us to go that way? Let's use this map. Will this map tell us? Oh, yeah, it wants us to go over the range. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, well, let's keep our altitude up. It does say turn 256, which would be more to the right. I'm not sure why we'd want to do that. I guess because of the town is up there. Whew. All right, we're trimmed out enough. I can use the drone for a second, just for a second, just to maybe get a screenshot, maybe. But there you go. That was drama we didn't need, but fortunately, I was able to get us through it, I guess. Even though it was very, very strange. Already put the drone away. Let's go. Let's keep flying. It does say what, 250, 356. Let's go to 356. That way we can try to find this town. We don't really need the timer because we know it's past the range. Got some nice train turbulence here. We do want to climb a little bit, but this is going to be sketch or sus, wherever the slang of the day is. I'm trying to stay ahead, a step ahead of my kids, but they always stay a step ahead of me. By the time I figure out what they're trying to say, they get annoyed at me. So anyway, when we get to, what's it, 5 minutes something, when we get to about 5.5 minutes, then we'll start our turn to clear all this terrain, and then our airport should come into view very, very soon. It's going to be up here somewhere. I think it's right there. We're looking for a town, which I think is off the nose. It could be a little off. I don't think it's there. I mean, it could be this town here, but I guess it could be. So that's the town. There it is, but I'm thinking it's up here more. I don't know. Maybe it is. Anyway, we're going to clear these bumps you see to the left, and then we'll turn. I think airport's like right here, I think that's where it is. Yep. And then we'll move on to the shorter legs. We're still climbing because the updraft are pushing us up, not because I'm making us climb. Look at that. Yep, there's our runway right there. So we know where we're going. We just gotta get over this crazy stuff. Some nice lakes in the mountains. That must be pretty cold, but fun. Look at all the switchbacks, places to live above the tree line even. Wow. I wonder if those are houses or research facilities. I guess it could be anything. I mean, we're over 10,000 feet and we're keeping our power. I don't want to mess with the mixture because it'll kill our engine again. We could probably coast to the runway from here, but I don't want to if we don't have to. Okie dokie, it's time to come in and land an airplane already. Let's come down here and just get rid of that. And start losing altitude without gaining speed, so we can throttles back. And then we'll pitch up if we need to lose some speed. Throttles are actually all the way back. Let's come over here, get some S-curves going to buy us some time. We could always slip it. That would help us reduce altitude extremely quickly without gaining speed. In fact, we will lose speed probably. Yeah, we might need to do that actually. So look how much speed we're getting and look how much we have to come down. So we're going to do, first of all, let's go in this direction here first. Alrighty. Then what we're going to do is we're going to apply a lot of right rudder. And then left aileron to compensate. And look how fast we're coming down, and we're losing speed. So it's probably a little uncomfortable on the ears. I'm actually using full left bearing on right now. And now full right rudder. And I shouldn't have touched it because I was fine. But we're coming down very, very quickly. And we're not gaining any speed. In some aircraft you would actually be losing speed as well, but not in this one, I guess. We're probably going to have to circle and come back. There's no way we're going to get low enough like this. So we'll fly over the runway and make a very small left traffic pattern and then land. I mean, we could hit the runway altitude wise, but our speed is way too fast. So let's keep our altitude like this, come out of the slip, and let's actually just turn around here instead of doing a traffic pattern, because there's altitude here. So sharper than standard rate turn. Our heading bug is pretty close to runway orientation, so we know where the runway is. And pull back on the yoke so that we don't descend. Alright, we'll do first set of flaps and for flap range. Pretty hard on the flaps right now though. Hopefully it doesn't crash us for stressing the aircraft. Throttles all the way back while we descend. Point down to maintain speed. And let's go into standard rate turn now. That might not be enough. Full set of flaps. Let's see if it brings us down and cause us to float. We're still coming in hot, but it might be okay. And this is not how you land an airplane, folks. Do not try this at home. I mean, it's not unrealistic. It's just not the brightest way to do this because, yeah, we're way too fast. Or are we? Yep. Flaps coming in, go around. Which is something I rarely do. We'd have to make a tight turn because we want to land. Oh, yeah, we want to land this direction because of the wind, even though it's only 2 knots. 1 knot. Okay, 1 knot. Let's just turn around and. Well, how are we going to take off for the next leg if we land this direction? No, the other direction. Who cares? We'll just do a back taxi. All right, here we go. First set of flaps still out. We're gonna have a really short final, so full flaps. A lot of throttle so we don't go too slow. We're going beyond standard rate turn, but that's okay. Keep the throttle going. There we go. We can do it now. Alrighty, here we go. Throttle's back, pointed down to keep our speed. We don't want to get too slow too soon. Hopefully the reversers actually work this time. So what I'm going to do is peek down once I engage them. So they are engaged now. And we're going to touch down right at the end of this grass. Round it out. And reversers are not working. They didn't work, so they made us take off. Dang it. Yeah, don't crash. Oh boy, that was... What the heck happened? Look, the reversers are... You saw me practice the reversers before we took off. And they didn't work when we landed. So they made us take off. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand. Anyway, the next leg, here we go. Now they're work... Why does this happen? It works when I test them, but then when I need them it doesn't work, and then the next leg they work again. Something screwy is going on. Any repair, refuel. I think we only have like a 4-minute flight, it says. 4 minutes. Don't understand how that's going to happen, but it's going to. Kaiser Mountains. Lift your Caravan into the air from the airport and set a course to the northwest for Kaiser Mountains, a beautiful limestone ridge of peaks considered to be some of the most stunning mountain scenery in Austria's Tylenol. Alrighty, so 289 degrees, which is behind us. We obviously want to turn around. I just wanted to land 289, 289. Alrighty, which means whoop, hang on now. Whoa, no. Are we rolling? No. 289. There we go. So we're basically going to turn around and then we'll see the mountains. Where are we going to see the mountains? It says head northwest. So Cajun Mountains must be these. It's only 2 minutes away. Then after that, we're going to bear slightly left and we'll be flying over Kufstein, a massive fortress. Okay, so we're going to look for a fortress. top of promontory that overlooks the town of Kufstein. Okay, so we're gonna go towards these mountains. We're gonna look for a fortress, and then we're gonna look for the airport, which is just a grass strip that doesn't look like anything. Oofda. Oofda. Which means we're not gonna see it till we zoom in a lot. So we have to zoom in a lot in order to see that unpaved airport. We'll find it. We'll find it. So we just need our 289, 279, and then we'll look for an airport. Okay, what do we got for flaps? Let's do one set of flaps. Again, reversers work now, right? If I hit my switch, they work. If I hit my switch, they're forward. I don't get it. We need a back taxi, so let's go here. And parking brake is on, I guess. Alright, we're gonna back taxi and hand fly this. We might not even autopilot for the whole rest of the trip. We just need to be able to find that airport once we hit the mountains. So let's see here. Can I come down here while I back taxi? Probably a stupid idea. Timer's still going. Oh, trying to use my GPS to taxi. There we go. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be 2 minutes, 36 seconds. So I don't really understand why I don't see the airport in the GPS. Probably because it's so tiny. You probably have to zoom in even more. That other airport is so small, we're going to have to get the reversers to work. So I don't quite understand what's going to happen here when we try to land there. Let's straighten out here. Come on. Quit slipping on your wheel. There we go. Alrighty. Stop for me. Okay, let's look. Okay, look down. Hit my switch. Reversers are working, right? Yep, we're even going backwards. Look at that. Hit my switch, and now we're going forward. So, I don't get it. Anyway, you see the mountains directly in front of us. We're not going to hit them. I think we go left right before we get there. Then we look for a fortress. Then we look for an airport. Alright. Interesting leg so far. Between the mixture not working and reversers not working. Brakes to stop the wheels. And we'll give it a second here. And flaps coming in. I actually don't really think we need that timer. Let's turn that off because it's in my way and it's annoying. Alrighty, we're gonna fly away. Fly away. It's having a hard time getting up, isn't it? Okay. Here we go. Let's go towards the mountains. And let's go look for this fortress. I mean, 2 minutes away might put us on the other side of the mountains, but we're not going to make that climb. Alright, do we see this runway yet? If I zoom in. No. Anyway, let's head for Johann, which is right in front of us. I'm wondering how this next landing is going to go, because it's on grass, we need reversers. I wonder if it's between my brakes. No, I checked the binding in the previous video. And my binding is correct. I have a button on my yoke. It switches to reverse. And it was wrong after an update. It would actually make the props do weird things. So I fixed that. What's it say here? 279. Yeah, I think it wanted us to go over the mountain, which we're not going to do. Anyway, the fortress might be on the other side. It's quite possible that fortress is on the other side. Oh well. Anyway. I fixed my reversers in the previous video, and now they work when I test, but not when I need them. Where do you think this fortress is? Do you think it's on the other side of the mountain? I bet it is. What was it called? It was called Kufstein. It is not on the other side of the mountain. I admit I googled it, and I didn't cheat, but I googled it. It's not even on the map yet. It's way past this lake. So that would be 4 minutes from the airport. I guess I should have started the timer, then we would know how far. No, it's been, look at my video. No, it's been 4 minutes. So yeah, we're just behind schedule. Okay, let's see. I can use my recording timer as my timer. Alrighty, so we're gonna go over this lake. Kufstein is right there, right here along this water. And then we'll have to find the airport from there, which says turn 230, so it'll be in front of us more. So let's stop climbing. Because see, there's a fortress there, and then we want to go probably to the left a little bit to get to the airport, I would think. I think we've seen this fortress too in another bush trip, I think, because I recognize this area and I recognize that river. And there's our runway right there. Yeah, right in front of us. See? LOIK. And LOIK. Okay, so let's see here. Let's stop climbing. Let's actually just trim so we keep our speed up. Trim down. That'll help us point down and gain some speed. Let's look outside with this view with the stupid HUD. Because they don't have enough control in my aircraft to use the drone. We're just flying along the drafts. The up and down drafts of the mountain. Alright. Ooh, nauseating. So I don't know how we're going to see the fortress, to be honest, because it's right here, kind of. And we got to go around this mountain and then land. So, not sure if we're going to be able to see it. But I'll keep the camera going that way. And maybe you'll see it when you watch the video back. Alrighty, we got to find this runway, which is, let's see, along the mountain. Oh, right here. I see it. It's right there, and there's that white spot right there. So there's our runway. We're going to have to come from the other way. Oh, no, we won't. I know what we'll do. We'll come down and turn around. And then see if we see the fortress. While we come through here. See? This is what we'll do. I think the fortress is here, I think, somewhere. I don't remember. Oh, I don't know if we're going to make that turn around. We're going to have to. We're going to have to. Tharl's have been back for a while, by the way. Can't remember where the fortress is. But we have been here before. Yeah, we have plenty of room to turn around. It's going to be tight, but we can do it. I don't see. Oh, there it is, right here. Duh, right in the middle of the screen. Right there. So let's actually go to this side of it, so we can make our turn. It is going to be a tight turn, and we need to lose just a lot more speed. We should be in flap range right now before we make this turn. There's the fortress. I knew it was here. We found it. Once I googled it, I knew exactly what we were looking for. Totally remembered. Alright, let's try to make this turn. There we go. That'll slow us down too. First set of flaps coming out. Let's not climb. It's going to float us like crazy. A little steeper than standard rate. And can you see that fortress while we do this? Not from this view. Sorry. Alright, let's see. Let's not get too low, because then we won't be able to see that little runway. So we're going to have to come at it like this. Second set of flaps. I see the runway. Is that fortress there? There it is. Alright, I see the runway. It's just, ooh, watch your speed. Watch your speed. Just past that hill. I see the white markers. I was fixated on something else. How are we going to get over these trees? Okay, so ooh, do not hit that power. Oh gosh, we're below the power line. Oh, why is there a power line right in the runway path? Whose smart idea was that? And whose idea was to put these trees right at the end of the runway? What the heck? Who built this thing? Oh my gosh, do not hit those trees. Are we over the trees? We're over the trees. Down, down, down. Here we go. And we don't have reversers. We have to rely on brakes. Soften it up. And boom. Nice. Nice. Do our reversers work? Reversers are working now. You see that? They work now. Wow, that was triple the time it was supposed to take. Triple. Alright, let's keep going. Let's finish this. We got a couple legs left. A couple quickies. Alright, get our flaps reset, repair, refuel, although there's nothing really to repair, refuel. Alright, where are we headed? Ooh, long one. 13-minute leg. To oh, there we go, LOWI. Innsbruck. Extremely famous. We've been there many times before, too, including big jets and X-Plane 11. Alrighty, here we go. Brandenburg. Yes, it's that Brandenburg. Bach, Brandenburg and Charity. Once in the air, set a southwesterly heading and go 10 nautical miles until you reach Brandenburg, one of Tyrol's most picturesque mountain villages. And I will play the Brandenburg and Charity in the background for this leg, but then I get copyrighted, so I'm not going to. Let's see, after that, we're going to go to Achen Lake. Again, these happen so fast, we're just reading about them right now. If they were longer, we would take our time, fly to one, then read, fly to one, then read. You know, we've all seen me do it that way. But this just happens so quick, and we're hand flying, and we're in the mountains. We just got to kind of focus on flying here. Continue on your course at Achen Lake, the largest lake in Tyrol. That should be pretty easy to spot. Turn sharply south-southwest, southeasterly. Fly past Jenbach, a settlement with dwellings that date back to the Bronze Age. Okay, so we're going to look for Brandenburg, water, a settlement, and then we'll read about this when we get to that area. So first thing we need to do is 241 degrees for 3.5 minutes. So what did I say? 241. Which is going to be this direction. There we go, 241 for 3 minutes. 11. There we go. And that'll get us to Brandenburg and then a lake and then a settlement. Okie dokie. Even though I know about Brandenburg and Bach and everything in the Baroque period, I don't know what Brandenburg looks like. So hopefully it's obvious. Hopefully it's obvious. Come on. Let's see. Let's zoom this out a little bit. Let's see, we're headed 241, which is pretty much straight along here, and then 255, and then 146, and then 242. So we're going to zigzag along these mountains, basically. I think LOWI is just down in here, isn't it? I think. I should know. I've been in this area. Oh, there's LOWI right there. Yeah, so basically we're just following this mountain range all the way to LOWI. So why does it have a zigzag? Probably to get close to stuff. I don't know. We'll follow their directions though, just so we can see what they want us to see. So again, Brandenburg, and then a lake, and then a settlement. Where's that lake? Must be this one right here. I don't know if we're gonna. Why is somebody stomping upstairs? They're supposed to be in bed. Anyway, so let's see, Brandenburg is probably here, then the lake, which we're just going to see the tip of, then come back down. I think that's what it's telling us to do, is come here, see the tip of the lake, come back down for the settlement, right here probably, and then a small range of mountains, yeah, and then Innsbruck. Okay, we know what we're doing. It's nice to have your plan before you go, right? That's why we talk this part out before we take off, because you kind of want to know what you're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn around here and come on. Is the parking brake on? What's going on? Oh, reversers are still on. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's turn around so we can take off in this direction. And parking brake is on. Okay. Here we go. And let's go. Skedaddle bedaddle. Should be plenty of runway. We don't need to worry about 2 sets of flaps. We'll just use one. And come on, airspeed. There you go. Airspeed is alive. Ooh, are we going to make this? Oh dear. Oh dear. I think we will. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah. Pop up. Pop up. There we go. Brakes to stop the wheels. Kind of some wind here. Let's get some speed, and then we'll let in flaps in a moment. Avoid all the train and the houses and the people. Nice shadow. Flaps coming in now. And bring back throttles. We're not in the red. And basically we're gonna head over here to Brandenburg, which said 3 minutes out. Let's start the timer now that we're airborne. There we go. And 3 minutes out we will look for Brandenburg. And we'll get just enough altitude to clear terrain. I'm not terribly worried about being too low. Just follow the train here. Alright, I looked at Google Maps and Brandenburg is actually in here. So I don't know what we're going to be able to see because I'm not going to go up super high to clear that train. Because if we went high enough to clear that train to get to Brandenburg, if we follow our heading bug, then we'd be so high we wouldn't see Brandenburg. Like, we'd see below us, but we'd be super high, and then we would come over here to the lake, which is fine to be high to see the lake, but I don't know. I guess seeing Brandenburg from a million feet up is better than not being able to see it at all, because we're south of it. But let's see what we can do. Let's compromise. Let's just go over here, and we'll see it out the right window from a distance. Yeah, I already see our airport. Our destination is right there. I already see it. That's a cool looking town though, whatever that is. Alright, Brandenburg. We'll come look at you, since this is a smaller hill up here. Yep. We're actually at the right for it now. Good. Good. It all works out. It works out. Have to be willing to compromise. But following the navlog exactly, we want to be able to climb for those mountains while circling around for half an hour. So we'll just go like this. Watch out for the drafts. And then we'll go back out to the valley, check out the lake. Yeah, since we know where we're going, let's get rid of this timer. There we go. There we go, Brandenburg. We can use this view, this nasty view. Yuck, although that's cool to look at, but... Oof. Anyway, here we go. Okay, let's stop climbing. We're good now. So Brandenburg is tucked away in there, I guess. Kind of under us. This area, apparently. That's what Google Maps says. I guess if you're there, it's cool looking. But from here, it just looks like a few houses in the mountains. Maybe this is it here. I mean, it's an area, I think. So there you go. There's your Brandenburg. Let's go around this train, tuck back out. Let's not slow down. Let's start descending here. And next stop is the mountain. Then after that is the Bronze Age village. Then after that, we land at Innsbruck. Extremely famous. Famous for taking a jet and doing the circle to land approach. Because it's visual. You turn at the church and all that stuff. I've done it. I can say I've done it successfully. There's a video of it somewhere. Alright, let's start descending now. Let's see, we're getting all this altitude. And it's hard to see stuff. Alright, we're just floating along, ready to see our lake. Ooh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. And let's hop outside, even though I hate this view. With the HUD you can't turn off in bush trips, but you can turn off in free flight. That looks amazing. Oh, that looks fabulous. Fantastico. Alright. We should be seeing our lake in a second, and then the Bronze Age town is right off the nose. Like right here, I think. Here we go. Let's keep our speed up. Let's descend. The Bronze Age town is right in front of us now under our nose, and then LOWI is up around the corner. LOWI, I guess, not Lowry. And we'll be landing momentarily. Doesn't that just look fabulous? Oh, I love it so much. Oh, crazy. What are vitals doing? We're climbing. I don't want to climb. I want to keep our speed up, but I don't want to climb. Runway is in sight, so we're going to follow this out. Our Bronze Age town is right here. There we go. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Alright, ooh, we're getting close over speed here. Alrighty, let's prepare for landing. I mean, we have a little bit left to go, but I can see the runway, so we're just gonna go through this valley here. Trying to level off at 4,000 feet, but I was looking around too much, so 3,900 it is. Close enough. Looking good. Looking good. Coming from this direction, it's so calm and slow. It's when you come from the other way within a jet that it's crazy. If you don't know where the runway is, it's right there. You can see the flashing lights. That's where we're headed. So we're going to maintain this altitude, 3,500 feet or so. And then come down in steps as we get closer and closer. The scenery is getting bigger as we step down. Look at all those trains. 3,000 feet now, or getting down to 3,000 feet now. Let's start slowing down a little bit to bring it back. Throttles to help us descend, and we'll attitude up to slow us down and bring back more throttles so we don't climb. There we go. Let's not quite get into flap range yet until we've crossed the river. We have quite a ways to go. We're not as close as it looks. But the scenery is fabulous no matter how you spin it. Look at those mountains. And the town. In the valley between mountains. Alrighty, let's step down like 2,500. Let's stay just out of flap range. We don't need to slow down yet. Otherwise we'll just prolong our descent. We're all wait on the Pappies. So even though we got a lot of train turbulence, let's come down here. So we're in the correct glide slope. There you go, one red on the Pappy. Our quick look around, our last quick look around. There we go. That is all you get, as gorgeous as it is. Rewind the tape and pause. There's 2 and 2. Full flaps now. It's going to float even more. Don't let the speed drop too much. Alright, we're getting a little fast, although the runway's plenty long. I mean, jets land here for crying out loud. Big ones, too. Alrighty, here we go. Round out a little bit. Do not let it stall yet. And stall too early, but whatever. It'll be fine. There we go. And reversers working? They are. Look at that. Reversers are working again. Good. Alright, 20 minutes it took. A little bit longer than supposed to, but let's go. Let's keep going. Got 1 or 2 left. I lost track, but let's keep going until we finish this up. Let's reset our flaps to take off. Let's do repair and refuel. There we go. Let's see where we're going. 10-minute leg. Let's see here. LOIR. Lima Oscar Indigo Romeo. Zero. Once in the air, aim the nose to the west-northwest. Gain altitude and soon you'll pass over Zerl, a small Tyrolean town. 1.5 minutes out. So probably like right here. It says 275 and we are at 256. So let's make it 275. Whoops, there we go. And only 2 minutes out. Okay, and then after that, 2 more minutes, we continue on our course up the valley to Telfs, the 3rd largest town in the Tyrol. So that'd be 284. So we're gonna go like this for 2 minutes, and we're going like this for 2 minutes. There's a big town in that area. From Telfs, continue gaining altitude and set a course to the northwest, and in 7 miles you'll pass over the summit of Zugspitze, the highest peak in the western Wetterstein Mountains and the highest point in Germany. We'll probably end up going around it. So let's see. So probably here, right? Because it says 328 and it's dark brown. So we're probably headed to that. So we'll do what we can. We might end up going through here and going around it. Because then from there we do 282 degrees, which is back this way again. And that's Plan C. Head to the west-northwest. You soon fly above Plan C, one of the most spectacular of the lakes. Yeah, so probably 2.5 minutes after that. Could be one of these 2 lakes. We'll see. Based on timing, I'm guessing it's this one right here. So we're going to go through here. We'll probably hand fly around all this. And we'll see the peak, but not go over it. So we'll stay pretty low, actually, I think. And then we'll go look at the lake. And after the lake, we'll land at Reutte-Höfen Airfield. Reutte-Höfen. Alrighty, that's what we're doing. So we're going to fly through here until we see LOIR, which is only 2 minutes from the lake. So I don't know why it's not in view yet on there, but we'll worry about that later. Actually, it should be in view on here though, right? If we go up here, around here. Where are you? If that's our lake, and then it's what? 281 degrees, which is straight out. Why aren't you showing up? There it is. Here we go. Yep, there we go. So that has to be our lake. Yep. So we'll go like this through here, over the lake. Maybe we'll go like this. Yeah, we're going to go past this, stay in this valley over the back by the lake. Land there. That's our plan. Simple. Already I stepped away for 20 minutes and I'm back. I forgot what I was doing. I think we are just ready to take off, right? We talked about our plan and we found the airport. And flaps are ready to go. So here we go. Parking brake is actually off. All right, let's go and get going. And I think this is our penultimate leg, I think. I'm actually not sure. But we're just going to finish this out here regardless. And we'll see how it goes. I wasn't nervous about this one because even though it's short, I was afraid of all the mountain flying. But there's only been that one mountain incident. Brakes stopped the wheel, by the way. And it was only because of a weird thing with the mixture, which I don't quite understand, because I have flown other turboprops where you bring back mixture just like you would, I should say, other planes with a blue lever. And I've brought back mixture and it's been fine. So I don't understand. Anyway, flaps coming in. Are we going to start our clock? No, because we know exactly where we're going. The whole plan, we know, or the whole trip, we know what we're doing. So, still hand flying. We're going to gain some altitude. I don't want to gain too much because we're going to stay low in the valleys. Let's see. Let's have a look around. I'm not stable enough yet to let go of the aircraft, am I? Nope. I can't use the drone, but we can use this nasty view. I really want to put in a ticket to Zendesk that says, please allow us to turn off HUD in the bush trips like we can in free flight. This is ridiculous. I don't want to look at my HUD. I know some people like it. That's great. It should be an option like it is usually, but they block out things in flying bush trips like a minigame. Oh, what was that? Those circle things. Cool. I love courtyards. I love courtyards. Whoa, my kids are playing. My kids have a few extra days off of school because it's the end of the semester. And so we're letting them stay up later than normal. They're teenagers now. One of them is anyway. So we're reluctantly letting them stay up later. But that means they're screaming and playing Fortnite while I'm trying to fly a plane. That's okay. That's okay. It is weird though having kids get older, because the way my wife and I worked it out, mainly my wife's influence, I would have been more like, do whatever you want, because that's how I was raised, but she wanted to be more strict, which is fine. We've always had pretty early bedtimes for our kids, much earlier than their friends, but our kids are always well rested, where their friends are often not. So they've had earlier bedtimes than their friends, but now we're letting them stay up a little later. And when they have special days off, we let them stay up even later still. The downside is it eats into time that my wife and I would have alone. So what we would do is put the kids to bed early, or at their normal time, and then we'd have time every night to ourselves. Even though our kids are the ages they are, we're still putting them to bed, which is totally cool. How many people have teenagers that want their parents to like hang out with them until they fall asleep and crap? Like, that's pretty cool. So I'm not complaining. The downside is, by the time the kids get to bed, it's our bedtime too. So we've kind of recently lost that hour and a half, 2 hours alone we'd have at night, my wife and me. So it's been kind of an interesting change of balance. Why am I telling you all this? Because why not, right? Most of you, not most, but a lot of you come here for my stories. I haven't told stories in a long time. So there's your story, kind of. We're going to go over here. We're still climbing, but we're going to go over here. And then the big mountain peak is just off to our left. It's this right here. That's where we're headed for. Well, we have to gain some altitude to get in there. And then we'll find the lake. And then we'll land. But we need to enjoy the journey on the way. That's the whole point. Ooh, is that a lake or is that a big pool? That is a big, two of them, two skinny dipping lakes. Probably this one. You might get arrested if you do it here, but this one will probably be okay. Look at that. And those of you who are like, why does he talk about skinny dipping in every video? It's an ongoing joke, right? It's an ongoing joke. Don't get too uptight about it. Ooh, there we go. I think that's what they wanted us to see anyway. Alright. That is cool looking over there though. Okie dokie. Looks like we have to climb a little bit more maybe. Just a little bit to get through here. There's a cool looking valley. And those of you who haven't been here for a while, I do not run HDR, even though I now have an HDR capable monitor. It looks terrible. I can't stand it. Like, the snow-capped mountains are completely white. The mountains are completely white. In some instances on the ground it's cool, but overall it's horrible. Can't stand it. So HDR is off on my monitor in Windows, and HDR is off in the sim. Of course, you have to do the Windows on your monitor to do the sim anyway. Plus, my Bandicam won't record HDR, which is no big deal. But HDR is off. So again, it looks like we're really close to these mountains, but we are not. We do have to get over this ridge, though, although we can stop climbing. Let's trim down and get some speed back. I'm trying to set up sightseeing for y'all with the trimmed aircraft, and it's kind of working, but we're going to crash through the mountain. So there's your look behind you with all that nasty HUD. But yeah, we need to put the drone away so that I can control my aircraft. There we go. Of course, I can use autopilot heading bug, which I normally do, but with these altitude changes in the mountains, it is actually easier to hand fly than to constantly be bonking around and tweaking the autopilot. So I'd rather just hand fly. So there's their gigantic mountain peak we're supposed to be looking for. There you go. Take a picture, whatever you want to do. Say hi. Right there, there's something up there. Looks like there might be something up there. Maybe it's just the way it's rendering. But we're not going to make it to the top. Let's see. Now we're going to look for this lake, which is through here, I guess. Ooh, careful with the mountain terrain or with the train turbulence. Straight off the nose, there's a little S-curve, and then there's a lake. So it must be right here. That must be where we're going. Ooh, there we go. Another swimming pool looking thing. Something there. Watch our speeds. We don't overspeed. If we overspeed, then it'll crash us. We have to start over with this leg. Some towns in the valleys there. I am descending now. We got over the height of it, so now we're going to descend all the way down to our airport to just past the lake. What does the airport look like? It's paved, but it's narrow. That's fine. We better be careful here. The drafts are pushing us into the mountain. Be careful. This would be incredibly dangerous flying in real life, of course. Alright, let's turn down here and see if we can see our airport. Because it's unpaved or it's so small on here, it's not going to give us the orientation. So we're going to have to use... This is a guide. It's along the water. Okay. It's along the water, and there's a little bridge. So it's probably going to be perpendicular to how we are now, right? So let's get this zoomed in so we can get a sense of range here. Is it, hang on. Let's see. Let's get for a set of flaps. Is it past this? Yes, it's past all this. Okay, where is this thing? I did not expect to be this hard to find. Okay, so we gotta, it's along the river, which we haven't even seen the river yet. So maybe what we do is we climb, and go south a little bit along the river, just bring flaps in. And then we can see it. See, I was gonna snake through here, but then we're gonna, well, wait. Unless we snake through to the north, and then go southerly. Yeah, that'd be better for the wind anyway. Our whole 1 knot of wind. Ooh, 3 knots of wind now. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Let's come out of this like this. And then we should be able to see the river. And then the airport should be pretty obvious. So let's swing. Yep, there it is. Right, the nose is about to go right over it. Boom, there it is. Okay. So let's go like this. And it's going to be along the river, so that makes it easy. Maybe that wasn't it. Wasn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's right there. Right there, I think. Yeah, that's it. With the patch of... Yep, there's that patch of pavement right there. Okay. So let's go this way. Let's have a nice turnaround. Yeah, let's have a nice sharp turnaround here. So we got to stay above that terrain right there. Ooh, can we turn around here? Actually, let's just do that. Bring back throttles. Let's sink a little. And then when we level off to do our turn, that's when we'll lose our speed. We'll get the flaps out as soon as we are allowed to. Gear's always down because it's fixed. It's welded in place. Here we go, a little steeper than standard rate. Step on the ball a little bit because you want to use that dash right there. There we go, first set of flaps. Oh yeah, easy peasy squeezing lemons. Now we're too low because I can't see it. I see it, it's over there. Full flap now. That's because we can. There's the bridge. Very nice. Okay, we're good. We're golden. Look at those mountains. Oh my goodness. Look at that. There's something up there. Looks like a witch's hut or witch's hat. Okay. Can we look out the window? Oh, we can, but should we? We did anyway. I really want to look at that mountain. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Are we screwed up now? Not quite. Alright. It seems to be if I don't engage with my reverser switch until we've actually touched down, then it works. If I touch it, if I, like, normally I would do, like, since we're going to coast in, we don't need throttles at this point. I would do it now, normally. So I just engage throttles once we touch down, but apparently that's not going to work that way anymore for some reason. Or maybe it's just this airplane. It doesn't matter. I've just figured out how to do it. That's all that matters. Let's stay just above stall. Is this really an airport? It is. Is that really the runway or is that like our taxiway? I don't know what this is. Anyway, here we go. It's plenty long, whatever it is. Bike trail maybe. And, ooh, that was bad. There we go. Reverse. I mean, it was a smooth touchdown and everything versus working. It was very smooth touchdown. It's just I let us float a little bit at the end. Oh, wait. Here's the runway over here. Oh, okay, that counted. I'm not touching anything. All right, here we go. I think it's the final leg. I think. Let's finish this up. Yes, this is our final leg. What? Why is my thing going here? That was weird. This is the final leg. 13 so minutes, so like an hour for us. I'm just kidding. First of all, we got to come down here, reset the flaps to take off flaps and repair and refuel for the last time. We might have to back taxi out of here. We'll have to see where we're going. Alrighty, what are we doing? We're going to LOIJ, Lima, Oscar, Indigo Hotel. Is it on here? Is it on here? 229, 279, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care. We'll figure it out this way. Alrighty, here we go. First off, 263. This way, please. 263. Which will put us in this direction. An incredible, gorgeous, deep blue lake surrounded by stunning mountain vistas. So, with it 2 minutes out. So it must be this one here, huh? Or is it that one? Could be either. Whatever, it's one of these two lakes. We'll figure it out. So anyway, we have to gain altitude, so we got to get over this here for sure. So we got to gain altitude as fast as we can, so it will take us longer than 2 minutes, is what I'm saying. Let me turn a little bit to Oberstdorf, turn west-southwest to cross into Germany and pass over Oberstdorf, the southernmost population center in Germany. So we're going to look for a town. So we're going to look for a lake, which is one of those two. And then 3 minutes later, we look for a town. And then we head more to the south, pass back into Austria, and you fly past Milberg, a town that, while located in Austria, can only be accessed by road from Germany, which has both Austrian and German postal codes. So that'd be down in here somewhere, probably off the map. So we're looking for lake, town, and then we'll read about the rest when we get to Middelburg. So essentially, we just have to get high in the air. That's all. High in the air, and then eventually that'll come into view on the map. All right, we're not gonna stop pilot. We're gonna hand fly. So this whole entire second video in multiple legs is going to be hand flown by the time we're done with this. Alrighty, let me get comfortable, and let's see where we at. We have the back taxi. Yeah, see, there's our runway. We landed on the taxi. We landed on the bike trail. It's still counted though. That's weird. Anyway, let's back taxi and get out of here. So parking. Oh, I rolled back to my chair. Parking brake on or off? It is off. Okay, here we go. And I think flaps are already okay. Yep. All right, beautiful landscape. But time to do our last leg. Oh, there's an icon A5. I almost said Econ. There's a big mountain too. All right, icon A5, but that's not what we're here for. All right, let's turn around. There should be enough space. All right, let's see. That was another 15 minutes to get my kids settled down and ready for bed. They should be in bed. I'm telling them, you know, even though it's a special day, you still need to go to bed. So hopefully I can get this finished up before they, well, hopefully they won't need me, but if they do need me, I can hopefully get this finished up. Otherwise, here we go. Airspeed is well alive. We should have plenty of space here. Even though the little markers painted are done. Here we go. Are we going to clear the building? Or no, seriously, are we going to clear the building? There we go. Picks to stop the wheels. Good grief. And I should use my timer. Let's use the timer just so we have an idea what's going on. Come on, timer. Start the timer. I didn't start. I said start the timer. Oh, because the click spot doesn't line up. Still didn't start. Whatever. What are we doing? 263. Really? How am I supposed to do that? Anyway, we're going to head for that lake, so we kind of know where we're going there to get to the lake. Yeah. Tricky one. Oh, it's completely frozen. Like, I can't even scroll through that timer thing. Okay, well, our timer is not working. So we have to use the Navilog timer. So I'll forget to check. There we go. That one's working. Good. Anyway, let's head to that lake, which is just off our nose to the right. Can we get there if we go like this? I think so. I think so. Maybe? Question mark. We'll try. We'll do the best we can. I better keep an eye on my vitals, though. We're not going to make it. There we go. Flaps are in. I forgot to put the flaps in because I was worried about the timer. Okay, for our final leg, we're going to be fighting the terrain, or the elevation, I should say. Because we got to get over that thing to that lake. And then we got to get over to Oberstdorf, or whatever it is called. Oberstdorf. Yeah, Oberstdorf, I think. Think we can make this, or should we go through here? Oh, boy. I think we got to go through here. Can we make this? I think so. The train is farther away than it looks. So let's hop over here. Or are we going to regret that? We might regret that. Let's go like that. As long as we stay within the tolerances of the aircraft, it's fine. We'll make it. We'll make it. Come on. We can do it. If I were in a regular or different aircraft, I would adjust the mixture to get us some more power, but we're pretty much powered out. No, see? Yeah, we have a... Oof. Yeah, any other aircraft I'd be pulling back mixture to get more power, but this one, last time I did that, it turned the engine off, even though I barely touched it. So we're just going to go for it. We are going to go for it. Let's go this way because there's a bigger gap. Oof. This is crazy. Do not do it this way at home, folks. Ugh. Scary. But we're going to come right over the lake, which is going to be cool. Just like an Epcot movie. There we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Yay. Boom. Do we see a lake? We have to use this view with that crappy HUD, but there should be a lake here. Ready? There's the lake. There it is, right under us. Perfect. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Very cool. Alrighty, hop inside, and now what? Now we're going to Dorf or something. I don't know, but this train turbulence is crazy. Alright, so we're going to cross into Germany. See how it says Edo up there? Okay, we're about to cross over into Germany to get to Oberstdorf. And then we'll head back into Austria. So Oberstdorf, I think we go over these mountains. See that dark brown line? Not the one perpendicular to us, but parallel or in line with us. I believe we're going that away without hitting it. So let's not hit it. It's the one right in front of us. Which way do you want to go, left or right? We're already this high. Let's just go left. And then we're going to look for a huge town. So we're in the 246, 224 range on here. So we want to, see 244. We're already there in terms of heading. So let's just stay on our heading. Avoid that mountain peak right in front of us. Oh, there's another lake. Cool. Cool. Alright, so we've done some mix of flying in the valleys. We've done a mix of flying above the train. It's all really cool. So we've been doing a mix of it all. We're in the red. Putting the throttle back a little bit. We're still going to do a slow climb. Just because I don't want to hit this stuff. And then we should be looking for Oberstdorf pretty soon. Yeah. Big town, so it shouldn't be hard to miss. It should be pretty easy to spot, I would think. Then we're going to head southerly to Middelburg, and then we'll read about our next point of interest. And we are going to keep this altitude, even though we won't be able to see stuff from this high, but we need to be this high to do what they want us to do. So we're going to stay this high for a while anyway, until we know we're safe. A little bit of sightseeing with the drone because my airplane is stable enough. I can let it. Nope, it's turning on its own. We got one quick second here. Look around. Oh yeah, there's the outside the mountain range. We're in the middle of the mountain range. Let's get back. Oh, there's the town. Do you see it? We'll see when I turn back. There it is. Oberstdorf. Perfect. So we'll go over that and then we'll head south 200 or north. No, yeah, 224 degrees to get to Middlesbrough, which is going to be 224 this way. So can't see the town because we're over it, so we're gonna have to use the nasty HUD view. There it is, right under the tail. See that? Too high to see anything, but we got to be high to clear the train, so that's just what happens. Alright, let's let the airplane stop climbing here. I don't think we have to go any higher than this. So there you go. There's your town. Let's hop inside. Now we're going to go 224 to get to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough is in the valley, though, so I think if we turn too soon, I don't know how soon we want to turn. We should probably wait till we're over the town. Yeah, see, we're not even over the town yet. So let's wait till we're over the town, which means we're going to turn down that valley. Alright, so 2 minutes, but we're going to wait till we get to that city, which is like, you know, we're not even there yet, see. So we'll wait a little bit, and then we'll turn 298 for 2 minutes, but we can't even see anything because they're so high, but I'm repeating myself, well, we have to be high to clear all this. So that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, we're basically turning around, but we're not at the town yet. It's still coming up. Then we'll turn around, which will put us probably over here somewhere, I think. But let's just enjoy the scenery we get, right? Since we're up here, look how high we are. It's amazing. Alright, HUD view. Okay, we're about over the town now. So now we're going to turn to 298 degrees. Step on the ball. This is your stepping on the ball right here. 298 degrees for 2 minutes. I'll just look at my timer for my recording to get the 2 minutes. So we're turning around. And there's a small enclave, it said. So it's up here somewhere. I have a feeling we're a bit to the north of it, but That's okay. Can we start coming down? There's a big thing of water. Oh, we've been there before many times in other bush trips. So then it's going to be 277. Okay, we're only doing this for 2 minutes. And then it's 277, and then it's 38 seconds. What? No. Yeah, 4 minutes. Whoa, hang on. There's be an airport here then. Like really close. Is it going to show up? I don't even know where we are. I don't know where we are on this map. I wasn't paying attention for this map. Don't care about that one. So there's be an airport around here. Pretty darn close. So is the airport in the mountains? Or is the airport over here? Somewhere. This is getting tricky. The drama, the suspense of the Tyrol bush trip. Let's just enjoy this for a minute here. Yeah, I don't know. There's no airport yet on our map. What does it say to do now? Spend time, whatever it is. Okay, 277 it says, and then 214. What? 277 to 214. This isn't making any sense. I either misunderstood something or I didn't time something right. Because 277 to 214 puts us back into the mountains. 277, 214 is back in here. There's not an airport there. So, what are we looking for? LOIH. Wait, is that it right there? Whoa. There's an H coming in. Hang on. I see an H. Can we come down? No, we can't come down yet, because if we have to go back in there, we don't want to have to climb again. Well, we've been here many, like 2 different bush trips we've been here. But not to this. Maybe we've been to this airport. Yeah, I think we were. Then we flew out there and went that way. Somewhere. And there weren't any airports out there. There it is. Yes. Okay. So I'm confused, but there it is. Let's start coming down. So 277 and 214. So they wanted us this way further. Well, hang on. 281. If we do 270, no, we're in the right spot. Because we're 281, 277, and then 214. Yeah. So we were supposed to be in here. Whatever. Close enough. There's the airport right there. Ta-da! Okay, well, let's start coming down. And, enjoy our final descent of this bush trip. Like I said, we have 1 bush trip left after this until we're caught up. Although, I have a feeling by the time I get to it and finish it, there'll be more bush trips added. So we'll never really be caught up. We'll just keep doing them as they're added to the sim. But we have 1 more from the previous set, I guess you could say. Alrighty, so we are at 10,000 feet. We have to come down. It's feeling like we're not even moving, but we're moving pretty good. I just have the throttles back, or else we'll just end up way over here. Oh, there's an airport there too. Yeah, we were here. Which airport did we use? We did not use that one. We used like one of these, and we flew in here. And then another bush trip, we used this one and flew that way. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the format of putting multiple legs in a video instead of 1 leg per video. I prefer to do 1 leg per video myself, but because there's some short legs and I've been doing it that way for so long, I'm like, let's for this one just throw them into 2 videos. That was kind of cool, but I prefer to do 1 leg at a time. And we'll definitely go back to that for the Discover Germany. It's like the Germany journey, I think, is what we have to do to catch up with the bush trips. We'll do 1 leg per video there, unless there's a really short leg or something, but it's a 5.5 hour bush trip, so I'm sure the legs are pretty long. First set of flaps, gears already down. Otherwise, I'll be mixing in some of those discovery flights pretty soon. We have like a dozen of those to catch up on. That's where we just start in the air, fly around, and don't even land. Just fly around for a couple minutes. We'll do a couple of those per video. They're just not my normal format to like be in the air, look around, and not do anything. Other than look around instead of like procedure stuff. I'm not doing any procedure stuff on those. And then I have some of my own flights planned that I haven't even been doing because I've been doing the bush trips. So we'll get to that stuff. But I would like to catch up on the bush trips, to be honest. So I'll be doing the Germany one pretty soon. Alrighty, second set of flaps coming in for a final time. And as long as reversers work, now that I figured out the little nuances, we should be good, even though we have plenty of runway. Okie dokie, can we look around 1 quick time? Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Especially looking off in the distance. Cool, we can see the lake. Alright, here we go. Whoopsie, don't do that. Don't look when you're trying to land an airplane. Ah, boy, here we go. Back on target. And back with our speed control. There we go. Now we're coming in hot. Whatever. Whatever, we will bleed off speed as we round out. There we go, ground effects. Stall right before touchdown. And are we... Yes, we're reversing. We are reversing. Yay. There we go. We did it. Stopped on the dime too. There we go. 3 hours and 20. It took an hour longer than it was supposed to. That's okay. That's how we roll here. That's how we fly. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe so you can see the bush trips as I record them, including that other stuff I talked about. And I'll see you next time.